Okay, so I've spent a while walking around. I went to the sewers. I walked through the entire sewers that I could get to see if I could find that key, to see if maybe it had been swept into the actual sewers. I went around to most of the buildings that I've been in already, and I haven't had any miraculous revelations except for this one thing that I found. I actually noticed some markings on here. Is so faint. This is ridiculous. So we've got KQBK. So we're gonna go ahead and plug those numbers in. So let's just say the first one is the king. So before 1, 9, 5. I was getting to the point where I was just gonna start putting in combinations of those 4 numbers. And I don't particularly like this because of how, like, usually you're looking at the locks like this far away and it's so faint. The marks are so faint, and I've got this light in my face, so it actually makes it harder to see details that are like in the dark. So maybe it's 9154. It just doesn't feel consistent with the way other locks have worked, but that's okay. God damn it. The K's could be both knights or both kings. Bishop is 9. Oh, well, that's my problem. Oh my God. July 1695. Upon your request, we investigated Andrew Reed and Henry Johnson's deaths. Due to confidentiality agreements with our sources, we were unable to reveal the true nature of their deaths. Suffice to say, both of them did not die of said accidents, so we dug deeper. We found that Andrew and Henry were both related to the disappearance of Sophia Miller and the death of Magdalene Roberts 20 years ago. What really happened to Sophia, we do not know as of now. However, some evidence was brought to light regarding Magdalene Roberts' death. We talked to a retired nurse who used to work at Painscreek Community Hospital, although she preferred to remain anonymous. According to her, she came across a note while cleaning Dr. Johnson's office. In it, Dr. Johnson stated the prescription was lethal and to be administered not only to Magdalene. And the dosage has to be precise or it will not work. No one else shouldn't take it. A letter was made out to your wife, according to the note. If you'd like for us to stop the investigation, let us know at your earliest convenience. Okay, this doesn't give us any new information, except that Charles was aware of these things. 96, so a bit less than a year later. Our investigation was initially promising. We interviewed possible witnesses who might know something about Sophia's disappearance. Months later, however, we are nowhere near knowing what happened to Sophia. We searched through all the states for any possible trace, but to no avail. What we can conclude at this time is that the main case of Sophia's disappearance has to do with Andrew, Henry, and Vivian. Now that they are gone, we are unable to get the truth about what really happened. If you prefer, we can still continue the search. However, the results look bleak. We've just posted reports for any information regarding Sophia, hoping that it's just a matter of time before someone with real information steps up. For the time being, we suggest that you wait. Boy, little did these people know that all you needed to do is appear here a few years later and look through everybody's like journals and notes and letters and stuff, and you'll find out what happened. So November 95, this is right before Scott is killed. like a week, I forget exactly the date he is killed, but I think it's after this. Months ago, right before Vivian was killed, I confronted her about Mom's death. She said she didn't know anything about it. She only administered the medicine as provided by Dr. Johnson. She was lying. I could see it in her eyes. She was scared and she was hiding her fear. I know that Vivian was never completely truthful with me, but I still have no proof yet. She never liked Mom. Oh my God, can you fucking blame her? But I wouldn't have thought her capable of killing her own mother-in-law. I know that she had something to do with what happened to Mom and Sophia, but what can I do? She was my wife. Vivian is dead, so is Scott. Now Trisha is dead too. But this doesn't tell me anything. It's just that he's just saying that before she died that they argued about this. Oh my God. Okay, well that's all his story, but that did not give me any more clues about how to open more things. Fucking what? It's tea time. I think I might have to go to that clock and brute force it. If I don't want to just look up like where to find out where tea time is. If I don't want to look things up, right now it's either look up the answer or brute force this, because I've been through all the notes, all the journals. I don't know what to do. One thing I'm gonna check first is I know there's a flyer in the church that has like some schedules on it. I don't think there's a tea time on there, but I just want to check. So let's go all the fucking way across town to look at a piece of paper that's probably not gonna have an answer that we need. Just to be thorough, just to be sure. I'm also trying to think like, what missing pieces are there? Like, what are we really missing still? We need to know for sure who killed Vivian, but it seems like the clues they're giving us are pointing really strongly at Bernard, although I still very strongly suspect Father Matthew. I mean, Derek is still on my list of suspects as well. The only other people that are even alive at this point are Dorothy, Oliver Gibson, the photographer, who is like just there enough that you would just not suspect him, but then they could somehow like come up with some, oh, it was him all along, the person you least suspected. But I think that would be like too out of left field. And there was somebody else that's still alive. I think there's more people who else is still alive. There's someone. Well, we don't know about Steve Moss. He could be not alive. Yeah, okay, so this has times on it, but no, like, tea time. I've been wondering if this has any significance at all. I did also note that, I forget who exactly, but somebody wrote in 1997 that they ran into Father Matthew as he was like packing up the church. So I know that Father Matthew was in town in 97, as was Stephen. So it's possible that Steve Moss was running from Father Matthew, but I mean, I just don't know if Bernard was in. It might have been Bernard that saw Father Matthew. I don't know. Do I have any keys? No. I've got tools and I've got this still, which is funny because I used the code on it. I don't know what to do about this, the key that's supposed to be in the sewer. I don't know what to do. I guess it's also possible that the person chasing Steve found the key before we did. Maybe it isn't even there at all. Those are like the two leads that I have left. That is it. We need to find this murder weapon. Where would Bernard have put an axe? Where would Father Matthew have put an axe? Well, we still need to get into his secret room too. I wonder if that's the key that Steve hid. Because this is from Steve's notes, so yeah, maybe that key was for this. I think that my advice to anybody playing this game would be don't be afraid to look stuff up. It's a little frustrating when you get to a certain point and it's like I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that for me, but for other people, like, go for it. Whatever. This game is a little bit on the frustrating side when it comes to clues. It feels like it's a little bit more linear than maybe it should be. Like, at first you're here and it feels great. You're just like wandering around doing whatever. But then at a certain point, you know, you better have a certain amount of clues and keys, and God forbid you miss one freaking key somewhere or one little note, you will be stuck forever. So yeah, don't be afraid to look for stuff or look for clues on the internet. Like, what is with the bottle caps? There's so many weird things. There's so many weird, like, red herrings too. Like Aunt Cecilia's apartment. I think that's just a red herring. All those the AOL passwords or whatever. That can't actually be something that we need, right? I don't think we can get in there. That's not like a secret room we can get into. There's no wall sconce. There's nothing. I've looked here before. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, I found it. This is tea time. Oh my god, it was just this note that blended right into the woodwork. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Half a cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. 3:20. Let's do it. $75. Oh my god. Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there's no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there's only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate her for leaving. Okay. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy, after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Vivian, I've given careful thought to your request, and here's my answer. I've provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. Okay, here's proof. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. You know, this is kind of... Did somebody get into her medication? Did that actually happen? Okay, that was something that didn't really give me a lot of new information. I already knew, well, I guess I suspected. Now I have hard proof that Henry and Vivian conspired to kill Magdalene and that they did it. I wonder if Magdalene knew. Magdalene requested a security tape from June 75, but I don't think that... I don't know. So we need to freaking find this key that I suspect opens Father Matthew's secret room, and that is the one thing I think I can think of that we really need to get into. And it is supposedly thrown in a grate somewhere. There's still that section of the hospital grounds outside that we can't get to. I was wondering if the sewers could lead us there, but we can't open the top. Maybe we can. Maybe if we go to the hospital, maybe there's a way. Maybe there is a way to get there. I haven't seen a goddamn manhole cover anywhere, not a single one. There's the well on by Scott's cabin, but like, I tried to use the tools to pry that, and it wouldn't let me. There's also those two girls talking about burying their own time capsule. I don't know if that's a red herring. But I did look in the playground, behind the hunting cabin, and in the cemetery, like just staring at the ground the whole time to see if something would pop up saying, you know, examine, to see if I could dig there. And I don't know what location number 4 would be. And I don't know where this would fit into our story anyway. Oh my god, I have to check. I'm just so flabbergasted by how I have not found a grate with this key in it. It can't be far from his car, right? Just completely flabbergasted. I'm gonna take a picture of that note. And you know, if this is the key to Father Matthew's secret room that he's talking about, then it would make more sense that Father Matthew's the one that's after him. Like, even more sense. And Father Matthew is the one that's obviously lying about where he was. You know, it's possible that Bernard killed Vivienne on accident. Maybe like, he was trying to defend her from somebody. I don't know. Maybe I need to look in all of these again. Just make sure I didn't completely miss seeing the key right there in front of me. I wonder if those, I wonder if these girls, if their time capsule thing is like maybe just kind of some little tiny side story, a side quest thing. Like if you find it, like, good job. And if you don't, it doesn't really matter. Just a little, cute little extra thing. It would be nice if there was more stuff like that, I think. Make the town feel a little more alive. But it's pretty focused on the story that we are investigating. And it's, of course, entirely possible that I am reading way too much into this and that is all there is, but I don't know what else to do. Feeling really stuck. Feeling really stuck on the fact that they have their milk in cupboards. I wonder if that's just supposed to be like powdered creamer and they just, maybe it translated wrong. Can I unlock this with a shovel? I don't know what to do. When I was in the sewer, I used all my tools on the locked doors down there just to see if they could open anything. Did not work. Man, I don't know what to do now. Usually I would say to somebody in this situation, well, read through all your information that you have again. But I've done that a couple of times now. I'm just not sure what the one thing that I'm missing is. The one thing. It's that key. It's that motherfucking key that is somewhere in a sewer or a drain. I looked by the sheriff's outpost, right? I think I did, but let's go back and check there too. I wonder if the girl that was in the hospital was like terminally ill. Maybe she's in the cemetery. Yeah, I think I actually did look here. There's no grates. Let's check the graveyard. There is no Nicole in this graveyard. Well, good for her. Maybe that means she beat whatever she had, and she's fine. All keys found. Oh, we're really endgaming here. How the fuck? It's cause the fucking light changes there, isn't it? Something about the fact that there's a line there of light and shadow. I'm annoyed, but I think that's my fault. I don't know. All right, let's do this. I'm ready. This better give us something actionable to do too, because I've got nothing after this. Creepy. That's right. Scott wrote about him doing woodworking up here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Someone came to Painscreek. She cannot know. She. Steve came to Painscreek. Who is she? Who's he worrying about knowing something? Dearest Matthew, I'm writing this letter to let you know what happened to Sophia. My days are almost up. I feel you have the right to know it happened 9 years ago. In 1974, when Vivian Roberts underwent a C-section to deliver Tricia, she was told that she could not give birth anymore. Vivian broke down mentally and was hospitalized. Sophia was tasked with taking care of the newly born Tricia and helping Charles Roberts. Charles gave in. They had an affair. A boy was born. No excuses. Come on. A few months later, Vivian found out about the relationship. She was furious. Feeling threatened by the illegitimate boy, Vivian kicked Sophia and the baby out of Painscreek. Everyone believed that, but the truth is, I took the boy and I put him in St. Patrick's orphanage. I named him Scott. Time flies. He's going to be 10 soon. I pray that you can bear the responsibility of raising him. He does not need to know about his real parents. It's all in the past. Instead, give him a new start. So that's why he went to the orphanage to adopt Scott. Dear Matthew, it's been more than 2 years since I started work at the mansion. I like this place a lot. The people here are nice to me. Thank you for your letter. Although I cannot be there with you for your missionary work, I will pray for your success. You were always the noble one. Do you remember the wishes we made when we were at the orphanage? Yours was to help the unfortunate. Mine was to not be poor. Well, I did not expect opportunity to knock so soon. Maybe heaven is helping me. With all of this happened these past few months, my wish just might come true. I'd love to tell you more about it, but it can wait until you're back. All letters found. I don't like the way I can't move and it pauses.
June 6th, 1995. I met Andrew in the evening at his house. He was hallucinating when we met, saying that he's seen Sophia everywhere, that he's a sinner.
He's not the only one, though.
And that he should die. But I didn't mean to kill him. My hands are still shaking. June 30th, 1995. Dr. Johnson came. He was surprised to see me. He tried to justify, saying it wasn't his fault, that he was only carrying the baby and had nothing to do with Sophia's death. When I revealed the truth about Magdalene, his face turned white. He didn't expect anyone to know the truth.
Wait, how did Father Matthew know?
He deserved to die.
Forget.
July 19, 1995. Just like the doctor, Vivian came alone. Instead of feeling guilty, she called Sophia a bitch who destroyed everything she had. I didn't feel any sign of remorse, feeling of guilt, or repentance from her at all. So I gave her time to express herself, and then I killed her. It's all over now. Why am I not at peace? There's this nosy investigator in town. I thought that if I led him to believe that Bernard killed Vivian, he just might believe it. But I made the mistake of trying to mislead him. Now he's suspecting me of being the killer. He has to die.
Ah, fuck. I'm not here. I'm not looking. I'm not watching this. Are you kidding me? No. Am I supposed to run away? No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Fuck. I don't like it. Sorry guys, I don't do this shit. I don't. This has been a puzzle game up to this point. Now it's survival? Fuck that! No. Don't perceive me. I'm not perceiving this. Let me think. I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna have to run to my car. I don't understand. I don't have a weapon on me. What am I supposed to do? I was trying to shut that door behind me when we first came in here. Like, let's just shut that door real quick. I guess what I have to do is turn around. Hope that guy hasn't already picked up the axe behind me. And run to my car? I don't know if I should pick the axe up, because so far I haven't been able to take anything like that and keep it on me. And I don't think there's combat in this game. I have a health bar though, which, okay. This music's kind of old school though. I like it. Let's run for the stairs. Let's run for the exit. I don't think this is a stealth section. I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna kind of run for it and we'll see what happens. There's only one way in and out of this church. Fuck. Go! Oh my god, it's locked. Fuck. Oh god. Fuck you, Sophia. I swear to fuck. I hate this. My heart is going so fucking fast. I hate this so much. Y'all don't even know. Hello, friend. I'm gonna go towards you. Because I have indeed forgotten exactly where I'm going. I don't like this. I'm running for my car. I'm running for my car. Oh, this is the fucking hospital. No. No, why did you take me here? Fuck, 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 fuck. I can't fucking see anything. Why are you all the way over here? Oh my god, I hate this. Shit, this is dead end. Ah, fuck, 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 fuck. I don't want to do this anymore. I think I might just quit this fucking game. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Don't. I've gotta. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, we have to go upstairs and jump off the fucking roof, I think. No, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. But why are we on the second floor? I don't know. This isn't fun. I hate this. I might just give up. I'm not gonna give up, but like, I don't want to do this anymore. If we lose, we lose, and no one's gonna know the truth of what happened to Vivian, and that's okay. Sometimes that's the way shit rolls. Sometimes that's the way shit happens. This is a dead end. Oh my god, my cat jumped in my lap and scared the piss out of me, so that's cool. Fuck me. Thank you, Ayla. You scared me by jumping in my lap. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Oh my god. I hate this so much, I'm literally shaking. Which way? You're standing in the middle of a fucking hallway. Oh my god, I hate this. That, oh my god. Fuck me. Fuck me. You can't do this, man. You gotta tell me where to go. This is not it. I think she wants me to go through that other door that was locked. That was locked before. The one that I initially just now said was a dead end. In front of us. It is locked, and this is definitely a trap. Where am I supposed to go? Fuck. She was standing right here, when we came back. Oh my god, fuck, 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 fuck. Can you please end my fucking misery? I hate this so much, like so much. I don't think you guys understand. I'm shaking. You know what, I'm done. This was, we could not, we couldn't find out what happened to Vivian, or maybe we found out, but no one else is gonna know. Okay, well, at least this part is not very gory or anything. It's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It's pretty robotic and, yeah, not organic. To Janet, where are you? You were supposed to be in Painscreek for a day or two. It's been over a week. We're worried about you. I was killed by an axe murderer, so thank you for sending me on that assignment. 4 weeks later. You could check the last place I was, baby. Let's keep sending reporters here. Somebody will succeed eventually. Yay, we lost. So this was, this was a really fun experience. Even the last part was, you know, fun in its own way, but also I'm never gonna do this again. I can't. I just can't. So this is too much for me. Don't recommend games that are really scary to me. But the bulk of the game was really fun. Oh my god, Ayla, there's hair everywhere. The bulk of the game was really fun. I felt like this was like a really solid, you know, mystery game. We got grade B. I wonder if that is just because we lost and were killed, or if there's other stuff that we actually missed, like that girl's, you know, time capsule. Maybe there's other stuff. Oh my god, I can't do stuff like that. I can't. No. Okay, so I've been thinking about it, and I can do this. I'm not sure if it will pick off before or after the recording, so we'll see what happens when we hit continue. But I think I can do this. I haven't exactly like studied my my footage or my recording that I already did of this, but just from what I remember, first of all, the murderer is so slow. We can outrun him so easily. He's pretty dumb. Like, I was sitting in the gym for so long before he came that way. And I was really mostly afraid of him having like a restraining move. Like if you pass him in the hallway, he'll be able to like pin you or something. Nope, can't do that. And then once he does start hitting you with the axe, there's like whole seconds between each hit. And it took like 6 or 7 hits to even like kill me. So this shouldn't be hard. I just have to figure out where the fuck to go, and it's gonna be really annoying to just get over my instinctive fear and just go. But I think we can do this. I really want to see the end, the good ending. Okay, so it puts us back before we find the stuff. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and make a save right here, just cause. Okay, so we've got our save file right here. So we just have to listen to this. We have to sit here and listen. Oh, we can skip. Okay, let's go. Hello, Sophia. God, even that scared me. Even that fucking scared me. I don't know. Like, Jesus H. It's all good. I got this. My heart is already going. Maybe I should turn the sound off. Maybe I should take my headphones off. Even knowing like how easy this really is gameplay wise, I don't know. And the music is kind of cheesy too. It really is, but yet, and yet. I'm just that big of a wuss. Okay, so the only thing I could think to do is maybe go to the roof of the hospital, because there's no other way out. So that's where we're gonna go. Really hope that, oh my god, the footstep sounds are right behind me. Did you see me shake right there? That's because of the sound of the footsteps. Oh, fuck. We have to keep going up. Oh, we were supposed to go up. She was standing right there. Oh my god, he's right behind us. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh, cutscene. Okay, alright. You know, I was wondering, are we actually gonna, like, kill him, or can we get back to our car? I'm glad you made it back safely and uncovered the truth. Good job, your story. Your story will be on the front page of tomorrow's newspaper. Please submit the following information as well as a photo for your article as soon as possible. I was wondering, can we get back to our car and just drive away? But Steve tried to get back to his car and found his tires slashed. He said that in one of his notes, so that maybe wouldn't have worked out for us. But then I thought maybe we were supposed to go to the river and there's that little river bank there. Maybe some cutscene would happen there, but that was way shorter than I thought it would be. By the way, we found out who hired P.I. Stephen Moss. Yeah, I thought we found out too. We still get to choose. I took this photo with this in mind. My name is Janet Kelly. I'm here to inform you on behalf of PI Steve Moss that the secret of the Painscreek killings have come to light. He is, however, missing. Oh, can I find him? The police are searching for his whereabouts. While preparing for this letter, I could not help but wonder, what if Charles didn't commit adultery? What if Vivian had not confronted Sophia? What if Magdalene hadn't insisted on a son to continue the family line? Could things have turned out differently? In hindsight, it's easy to say what they should not have done. Sometimes it's hard to make the right choices in life, isn't it? Did Derek really hate Scott so much that it led to his death? Could Matthew not have sought revenge for Sophia? Why did Henry Johnson choose to be an accomplice in Magdalene's death? Well, Vivian had some shit on him, I think. The truth was that everyone made a choice they thought was the best, but not necessarily the right one. This made me realize the following. We have the freedom to do or say or do whatever we want, but there are consequences following our actions. The bigger the mistake, the harsher the consequence. It was true that Charles and Sophia's affair was wrong, but Vivian had a choice, either to confront Charles about it or take it out on Sophia. She chose the latter. Just as Vivian made her choice, so did Andrew, Henry, and Matthew. In the end, they all had to face the consequences. One thing puzzled me. If Steve and I were both trying to find the truth, why was I saved but not him? Oh, I hope I can find the answer someday. I was wondering that too myself, actually. Why was Sophia showing herself to us? I love the clue. Matthew Brooks killed Vivian with an axe. Yeah, so this was, I take it, a Japanese company that made this game. The translations were not perfect, and being an editor, it does bother me when I see those, but I really do try to get in the mindset of just, it's fine. I get the gist, it's fine. 100% complete. Does that mean that I literally found everything? I'm gonna look that up. Like, there's nothing left for me to find, or if there's a couple extra things, you know, it doesn't matter. They don't count towards the achievement. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, so there's a good list of things that you cannot open. The gate closing off part of the cemetery cannot be unlocked. The doors that is stuck in Andrew Reed's house cannot be unstuck, etc., etc. So I guess that the one thing I was really worried about was that those two girls' time capsule. I thought that might have been just like an extra little thing to find, but I don't see that anywhere. I don't think that's a real thing. Is it possible to find the time capsule hidden by Hannah and Nicole? It is unfortunately a dead end. Dead end. Hannah coughed blood while trying to plan a time capsule adventure with Nicole, and the idea never materialized. Wow. We never got through the manhole. We never got through the manhole in the sewer. I don't even see anybody else asking, can you go up the ladder? So also, is EQ Studios really a Japanese company? I guess I could look that up and not be just talking out my ass ignorantly. Based in Las Vegas, Nevada. What is with all the Japanese names? I'm just kind of confused. It really seems like a game that's made by non-native English speakers. Again, that's not a knock. You can just kind of feel it with the translations. I'm just curious. Oh, they're making a new game called Scene Investigators? I'm down. That looks awesome. It looks like more of the same, but that's exactly... So the thing is, I really liked this game. It's definitely got its flaws. There are some things that are annoying about it, like having to go back and forth across the entire map sometimes. That was kind of annoying, but it was workable. It was doable. It was fine. There's a couple things I felt I had to pixel hunt for. A couple things where I didn't think the puzzles were designed all that well. The chess pieces and the darts. This is definitely a play this game all in 1 week game. Don't spread it out over much more time than that. Especially if you have the memory, a memory like mine. No. You need to play it all quickly or you will forget things. I really did like the story. There was a lot going on there. It's very video game tropey in that you find journals and sound recordings and letters and stuff, and that's how you get all your clues. But that's okay. They said, all right, well, let's just roll with that and make something really good using those video game tropes. And they did that. And it was really, really, really fun. The only thing that really got to me about the story, like I said, was how it felt like the love triangle plot point was recycled. It was recycled 3 times. They had 3 different men pining for women that did not love them back. That was kind of annoying. With everything else they had going on in this game, all the creativity, they really couldn't think of other plot points to use to make, people maybe jealous of each other or angry at each other or whatever, or give them motive for murder. That's the only thing they could think of was a jealousy. I mean, honestly, I thought, like Henry Johnson could have had a great motive for murdering Vivienne. He was an accomplice to her murder of Magdalene, if not the actual, murderer, maybe not the mastermind. And she could have blackmailed him for that, which I felt like she was blackmailing him already. Maybe he could have wanted her gone or something, but they didn't go that route. They just went the unrequited love, jealousy, love triangles over and over and over again. I really did like, though, how they threw your suspicion onto Bernard. And the way that Father Matthew threw suspicion onto Bernard by contacting Steve, I thought that was interesting. But again, it's just weird that they made a point of Bernard being left-handed and the killer being left-handed. I guess in a meta sense, you're expecting those clues to go together. Maybe in the real world, yeah, you'd have to be like, no, there's a bunch of other people that are left-handed. You can't just say this is the one guy in this town that's left-handed, so it must be him. But in a meta sense, in a game, you expect those clues that you're given to be linked and to matter. And I guess it just turns out that, I don't know, I would have liked it more if it felt more like Father Matthew was planting that evidence on purpose. But it didn't as I was going. It really felt like I was just discovering that on my own. Maybe I should have guessed that it was Father Matthew sooner, but because of the nature of some of the clues that they gave me, I started to think of things not in video game logic, like the left-handed thing. So I had to keep an open mind and think maybe they're going to come at me with somebody I didn't expect, like Oliver Gibson. Like maybe it's just going to be a complete, surprise, but no, in a slightly unexpected way in and of itself, it ends up being the person you really do most suspect. Like Dwight Schrute says, it's the person you most medium suspect. So I do have some gripes with this game, but I gotta say overall, when I was playing, I wanted to keep playing. And that's kind of the whole point, right? Is to have fun, with these games and be engaged and have a cool experience. And I do like that letter at the end with the good ending, where Vivian is like, or not Vivian, where Janet is writing to Dorothy and it's like, yeah, our choices have consequences. Look, there's an actual moral to the story, even if we had to like spell it out. It's there, you know. And it was nicely written, even with the editing errors. So yeah, I like that. I liked this game overall. I definitely highly recommend this one. I would put a warning though for people. I did not really read reviews for this before I played it, I don't think. And so that end chase, now that I've calmed down a bit, was not unexpected. I actually fully expected it. It was foreshadowed with what happened to Steve, or with what we assume happened to Steve. Well, but then the recording at the very end told us outright. But the bloody handprint on the glove box, you know, you kind of go, oh shit, all right, yeah. So while that end chase was not wholly unexpected, I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, because I did not really feel watched most of this playthrough. Yes, early on in the hospital, the lights got tripped, and that scared the bejesus out of me. But there were zero other things that happened after that. Like Sophia appeared to us in the very first episode. And then I think the second episode is when the lights tripped. And then after that, nothing interacted with us. It was just us interacting with the environment. So maybe one or two other little things would have actually gone a long way to enhance that creep factor and really make it seem like I'm not safe here. I wonder if anybody has any theories about why did Sophia save us and not Steve? She saves the girls and not the boys? Is that the moral of the story, with the boy drowning in the river but the girl in the woods being found? I don't understand that, because Sophia had a son. Why wouldn't she be, you know, sympathetic to the boys? Oh, I like this theory. Some posted on Steam community board. Maybe all of his killings up till Steve were justified in Sophia's eyes, and, you know, she knew that he cared about her, so she kind of just let them go. But then he killed Steve Moss, and she was like, oh dude, what the fuck? That was crossing a line. But then she has to make him pay, like, because he is no longer the man that she knew and liked as a kid. And she did appear to Steve, and in fact, he was able to take a picture of her standing on the roof. Another possible theory is that, oh, the ghost is just your survival instincts kicking in, and the ghost is just something that's in our heads. Just the fact that Sophia has been documented appearing to multiple people and to us. I don't think that photo is appearance of Sophia's ghost, but a photo out of the CCTV of Trisha's suicide. I guess maybe. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that Steve got mixed up in the hospital morgue, and he was probably killed there and stuffed into one of those drawers, and then it'd be pretty easy to wash all the blood down the drain. Well, you know, just the fact that we can have all these theories going, I think, is another good thing about this game. I really like it when you finish a game and then you have to chew on it for a little while, and, you know, plot-wise, theme-wise, and I'm really excited for EQ Studios' next game. I'm gonna wishlist that, and I'm probably gonna play it when it comes out, because this was really fun. Despite its flaws, this was really fun. This is like really solid entry into the mystery genre here. I personally love the lack of map markers and just having to find stuff all on my own. Even if some of it feels like pixel hunting, it's okay. I can deal with that. So yeah, this is a solid game for me.